Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to week 8, and this is almost the halfway point of the party. And speaking of the party goers are here. That, of course, is Brian and Teshia. And of course, I am Willie, and this is a Show Nuff Divided. And in case you guys didn't realize or for some reason didn't notice, I have on a Kansas City Chiefs hat, all because of yet another bet. But it's all good. So I'm gonna bring them in here in just a moment, and we're gonna get to this thing because we got some laughing to do, and you will see exactly here, or you will basically hear what I'm talking about here in just a few minutes. So, are you guys ready? I am ready. Let's go. Ooh-wee. You might be able to tell that the Denver Broncos were featured prominently in that intro. And the reason why that is because this is a Show Nuff Divided. I have on a Chiefs hat. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. Let's bring her in all her splendor, in all her glory, decked out in her red Kansas City Chiefs colors, or maybe it's the blood that she shed from what happened to them over this past weekend. Let's talk about it. Teshia, what's happening?
Oh, hello, hello. Yeah,
Oh, why so subdued?
subdued. Just wait.
I don't understand. Why so subdued? What's going on?
Hmm, I just
Uh
football.
huh. It was okay. Okay. Since you want to play like that, Brian, what's going on, kid?
What's going on? It feels good to be the only team that got the job done this weekend. So
Well, that may be true, but for some reason, I don't think you're the only one on here who feels like a winner. We're gonna get to that in just a second. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are speaking straight from the dome. We are coming straight off the dome. We're coming right out of our hearts. There is no script. There is no holds barred, and the gloves are off. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. Thank you guys out there for checking us out on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and Instagram Live. Man, y'all need to I need y'all to go to Instagram and send a request to me to ask to join the show, and we can get you guys in here. It'll be dope. And then of course we got you guys out there on the Twitter as well. Well, let's get into this because I'm a little happy because the Raiders did lose this past Monday night in Detroit. Shout out to Boom and Brandon Wilkins, my cousins up there in the Motor City. But in case you guys have been otherwise under a rock or somewhere off the planet Earth, the news broke early in the morning that Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, head coach and general manager, respectively, have been relieved of their duties. They have been placed, or McDaniels has been replaced by interim coach Antonio Pierce, the fiery one-time linebacker for the New York Giants. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he did win a Super Bowl while he was there with them. He knows how to win. He's got the cachet for being a former player. He is a winner. I watched the press conference today, ladies and gentlemen, and in my Raider group, I was out there talking about put up the wall. I'm ready to run through it. So I am very happy about that, and we're going to get to that here in just a second. However, I am wearing a Kansas City Chiefs hat because it's troll time. And usually if I'm wearing a Kansas City Chiefs hat, it's because the Raiders have either lost or the Chiefs have won. And one of those things was true this week. However, the Raiders did not lose to the Chiefs, and the Chiefs lost to the Broncos. Bryan, step up to the microphone, sir, and give us your thoughts on what happened on on what happened on this past Sunday.
Magic. That's what happened. We got to see the Chiefs look pedestrian. Out there. They couldn't move the ball on offense. It was shocking to see how Denver was able to really just put it to them. They looked like they outmatched Kansas City in that game, and that's shocking. I noticed a lot of things. They took Kelce out of the game. Took Travis Kelce out of the game, and unfortunately, when you have no receivers, that's what happens.
Teshia, how are you doing, ma'am?
Oh, you just mammed me. Oh, I am well.
No, you're not. Stop lying.
Hold on though. I like the no receivers. That was a good dig. Yeah.
Yeah,
you might not be wrong. Yeah. Oh look, I did that. With my brain.
Oh God. Mm-hmm. He'll be back. Go ahead. He'll be back. Keep going.
Oh, what about it? It was a terrible game. It was awful to watch. It was hard to watch. It's it's football. I think I might have jinxed us because I was talking some serious smack about the fact that we haven't lost in like 79 years to the Broncos, and that we did. So what they say, it's due. It was due.
Yeah.
And it was ugly. Oh, it was ugly. I know you got some stats.
So, no, I don't have any. Well, I mean, I have game stats, of course, but do you really believe that we're going to let you get away with it just that easily?
No.
Okay. Because I was thinking that if you are seriously mistaken, because this is the first time in 18 games, which really equates to 9 years.
Basically 79 years, yeah.
Yeah, and if you think about all of the things that have happened in time over the last 9 years, there's been a few things. And I don't want to start naming them off. I can tell you a few things. 1, there was a pandemic. 2, we've seen some prominent people go home to be with the Lord. I mean, a lot of prominent people. Taylor Swift was probably at the beginning heights of her stardom. And there's Bryan. He's back.
Technical difficulties. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Happens.
Yeah, we just been kind of babbling because I wanted to make sure that you're in on this whenever we start reviewing receipts. And I have receipts. And I'm going to play it right now because you may have jinxed them, Teshia, and nobody's crying for you. As a matter of fact, we're laughing at you.
Oh, good for you. I'm glad I could be some entertainment.
We are laughing at you. So here are the receipts from the last show.
It sounds to me like you're asking me if we're playing football. We're definitely not playing football. That is no. I mean, we might be playing, but it's not football. Yeah. No, not worried at all. And oh my gosh, I swear, if we lose, and you know what though, there's always a chance you can. So if something like that happens, I hope you give me enough heck I gave you, but I think this one's a is our next week not the Frankfurt game?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that stupid team. You should know that.
I do know that. So we're gonna be it's a bye week. Sorry. So we have a bye week, and then the next game is our Germany game. So this is gonna be really good. We're gonna go like scrimmage some football, rough a couple little kids up, like be like pop, and then we'll play some really good football. Travis Kelce will be on his high horse. Pat Mahomes is gonna be feeling really, really good, and then we're gonna have like all this time to rest and also internationally travel. And also, I'm sure Taylor Swift will be there. If she's not, then you'll get 50% from Kelce, which is still 100% on anybody else. But I'm really not worried. No, it'll be fun to watch though. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right
I
now,
won't be upset. I don't think so. That's a plus.
if for some reason, any reason at all, the Broncos beat Kansas City,
It could happen.
wait a minute.
It could happen.
No. That's the thing. We don't think that it can. Ooh, there's a lot to unpack right there. Brian, I'm gonna give you the first blow at it.
So I don't think that you got anything right in anything that you said there. Not anything, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure that every bit of
good
that
job.
is wrong.
Yep. Good job. Fair assessment. Fair assessment.
Down to like the minute details of even like your next game is actually the Frankfurt game. Like it's next week. You don't have a bye week. It's next week. So you're having to travel internationally now after this terrible loss. It's not good. And you're going against the Dolphins, Rogers Dolphins. Like I know he's watching, or Herb's they're probably watching. Ouch. It's gonna be a rough couple of weeks.
Go ahead.
I wanted to bring up the fact that I blame this loss completely on Taylor Swift. Okay, so this loss is blamed on her. She wasn't in attendance. By God, she was not in attendance. Okay, when she is in attendance, he's upwards 108 yards per game. Okay, and when she's not, 46.5, and she wasn't in attendance, and he didn't have much. So
we're not allowed to curse, but I'd say that.
I'm gonna give you a pass. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That bitch. Jesus.
Yes.
Keep going, Brian.
There's more.
Oh, I mean, we could go on and on and on. I mean,
come on.
I rewatched some clips of that game just for this, and there were times when Mahomes is just looking for Kelce, and he's got receivers. I said they had no receivers, but they do. They're out there somewhere, but he just does not want to check down to him or go to him. He just has to. He's only got one option, and that's Travis Kelce. And unfortunately, if Taylor Swift is not an audience, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. So, your boy, can I keep going? Your boy that you said was home. He's home, but he might be in the doghouse. He might be in the doghouse.
Yeah, that was
right
rough.
As soon as he got home. That was a rough game for him.
Oh yeah, he likes to drop things. He does. He likes to drop things. Willie, I don't know if you know this or not, but this was like smack pandemic. But Nicole Hardman, there's a really funny video when they did the Super Bowl ring unboxing. He dropped his on the floor on live TV.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
So
that.
he just basically, when he muffed that punt, he just reenacted the dropping of the ring. Is that
it's called pulling a Hardman? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, you got anything else? I know. Don't hold. Hey, we ain't pulling no punches, man. Let's go.
I know. I'm pretty. I was pretty excited to get in on all this. But I don't know if I've got much else on it. Just happy to see them down, 6-2, just like we are. But I feel like we're in a much better place than they are at 6-2. So my 6-2, I feel really good. Your 6-2, not so much.
Go ahead, sissy.
You know what? We lost.
What?
Yes. Okay. It was terrible. It was awful. Who's still winning their fantasy league?
No, we're not doing that. We're not letting you do that. Nope. I'm gonna mute you right now, Brian. We are not going to let her do that. That is no.
No, I'm in that league, and she's beating me in that league. So no, we don't.
No.
Need to be doing that.
Don't give any more wind to it because I've got
Fair
something. I've got something to say about this. Okay.
Let's go.
And wait a minute. How is she talking? I muted her. Wait a minute. I muted her. What is going on? Okay. I've got some things that I need to say. Russell Wilson, 12 out of 19 for only 114 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. He was sacked 6 times. Patrick Mahomes, 24 of 38, 240 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, sacked 3 times, pressured multiple times as well. Travis Kelce, 6 receptions, 58 yards. No Taylor Swift. He had no Swifties in this game. But here's the thing. All jokes. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say this too, and then we'll let Teshia talk. What you guys didn't hear in the receipts that I played was the fact that I said that if the Broncos were to beat the Chiefs, then I will wear a Chiefs hat on all of my shows for the remainder of the NFL season. I'm kind of regretting that now because it's like Dak Prescott said, or really it was Jerry Jones talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and their battle this coming up Sunday. You don't want to poke the bear. I might be poking the bear, but I don't care because this team is different. It looks different. It feels different. Teshia, hello. Come on back.
Different. Explain, please. I need details. Different.
Okay, Brian, will you help me out here?
It does not. They don't seem. To me, they don't seem like they're gelling like they did last year at all. Like you just don't see it. You don't see when watching that game was painful.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't
Not
know.
for me.
I'm sure it wasn't. I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself, sir. I'm really, really, really glad. It's not different. Oh my gosh. I mean, different. Actually, you know what? It is different. Yes, it's different in the sense that we're not really like the what would you say, like the home team lineup that we've had or whatnot. But I think that this is late enough in the season to prove that we can adjust. We lost. Wham. It's not over. We're still coming for you. I think we're gonna be just fine.
Can I chime in and say why it's different? The reason why it's different is because the last 2 games combined, your rushing total has not even reached 100 yards. Another reason why it's different is because we got some viewers on Instagram, y'all. Can I shout them out? My cousin, Neil Cherie, Raider Loco, and Protect the Shield podcast. What's up, homie? I appreciate you checking in, man. This is a Show Sho Nuff Divided. You got me, a Raider fan. You got a Chiefs fan. You got a Jags fan. So that's the reason why I'm wearing the Chiefs hat. And then, of course, my bestie from high school, the sweet Stacy. Hey, Stacy, how are you? All right, so that's difference number 1. Number 2 difference is wearing number 10. But the 10 that he's wearing, the colors are aqua and orange. And he plays in South Florida. And he's already got 1,000 yards receiving after only 7 games. The only player, if I'm not mistaken, in NFL history to do that. Nope, you don't get to talk. And on top of that, reason number 3. Patrick Mahomes, you look, somehow Travis Kelce just seemed non-existent. And there may be a recipe for that because you can't run the ball. Your wide receivers are a dumpster fire. And if Travis Kelce goes to another World Series games, I want to ask y'all about that too. If he goes to another game or another event on a Friday night, you could see more of this going forward in the future. Now, I will give you this, Teshia. Your defense is stand up. They are.
Who would have called Jones?
Who would have? And he got handled in this game too, by the way. Well, no, he didn't because he got one of those sacks. But here's the thing, though. You can't run the ball. And what I'm noticing is if you get the Chiefs down, they're not explosive at all. Not even a little bit.
Okay, so you're saying that is a difference because pretty sure we trade stamped the when you're down, we're winning. So you're saying now if we get down, we're done?
I'm saying that it's different because of those players that you don't have when it wasn't done before.
I'm sorry, what? I'm just kidding.
I mean, Willie, that Mahomes only knows how to be explosive, though. Like, that's just the way that he plays the game. And the problem is the receivers. She sees it, she knows it. We're just joking about it, but it's true. Like, the fact that he can't go downfield and he can't trust a receiver, that's why he's going to Kelce and double and triple coverage because he can't trust his receivers to go downfield. And Mahomes has always been that way where he does not like the check down. He does not want to go down to his running back that could get him 10, 15 yards or, even 6, 7 yards. He wants to roll out and go for the big play every time. So
it's 8 at best. Yeah, that's on a really good play.
Okay, and then because you just gave me more ammunition as to why it's different. Who was the receiver that dropped the touchdown in the end zone? Wasn't that Sky Moore?
It was Sky Moore, yeah.
That was Sky Moore. Do you think Patrick Mahomes is going to have any confidence going to Sky Moore at any point in the future when it really, really matters?
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
He's going to have to. I don't know if that's right or wrong. Receipt me on this. That's fine. But you got to go somewhere.
3 of 10 on third down. Only 274 yards of total offense. Only 4.8 yards per play. Only 62 yards rushing. And you have 5 turnovers. That is not a Kansas City Chiefs team. And I understand
it just hurts. It just hurts hearing that. I knew it, but dang it, that hurts.
5 turnovers from an Andy Reid coach team. They haven't had that since he was in Philadelphia coaching Donovan McNabb. And they lost the time of possession battle. Denver is as sorry. Well, really, Denver's defense has been playing good in the last 3 or 4 games. All right. Let's move on.
So Willie, really, one more thing. As much as we are bashing them, what you just said, that 5 turnovers is really probably the reason why they lost this game. At least one of the big reasons. And we still have to remember that even though we're making fun of them for not having receivers, they're still the number 4 off. Like they are the number 4 team in offense in passing yards or total yards per game, and they're number 4 in defense against. So it's like against yards allowed. So they're still a good team, and they're gonna be in the playoffs. They're gonna be dangerous towards playoff time. But it's fun trolling them now when they have such a horrible game.
Get it in.
I don't know, because when we get to the hashtag look ahead towards the end of the show, they got another game that could potentially wind up and result in another trolling for 2 weeks in a row. So let's get to your Jaguars.
Yeah, come on. Let's go. I'd like to hear that one.
Yeah, just let him have it.
Yeah. No, because the Jaguars won.
That's right.
The Jaguars won.
I'm well aware that they did.
Mm-hmm.
I did this earlier because I literally was told by somebody that I very, very dearly love to just go ahead and buy some Jaguars gear and wear it.
I will probably wait a few weeks before I do that. Yeah, I think I will wait a few weeks. Maybe after the Miami game. As a matter of fact, I want y'all to do a wager on that game. How about that?
Oh, man, I don't know. We'll have to think about that one because we'll talk about that game. We'll talk about that game later in the show.
All right. So the Jaguars go to Pittsburgh and they beat the Steelers 20-10. Out for the Steelers was their quarterback, Kenny Pickett. Enter Mitch Trubisky as he continues to show why he was a mistake. And speaking of Mitch Trubisky, I think he was taken higher than Patrick Mahomes in that same draft. 15 of 27, 138 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Trevor Lawrence, 24 of 32, 292 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Travis Etienne, he actually runs from 79 yards, I believe it was. Did he score a touchdown this game, Brian?
He did. He had a 56-yard touchdown.
Reception. That was a reception.
He did not have a rushing touchdown, no.
So that is his 7th straight, or his 70th or 7,000th straight game with a touchdown.
It's up there, yeah.
It's winning me fantasy, so I'm good with it. Let's go.
Mute her and that fantasy stuff. Mute her.
Yeah, you don't get to talk about fantasy on this show. All right, Brian. So your defense, man, they held a team that is kind of offensively challenged, like another team we're going to talk about here in just a minute. So were you? I mean, I guess the question I should ask is the 10 points that the Jags allowed. Do you believe it was more because of the quarterback play or lack thereof for the Steelers, or did your defense really hold them down the way that at least the box score shows?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the weather played a factor in this game too a little bit, but as to why, but I think it was a little bit of both. I mean, Pittsburgh's offense is not good. Even with Kenny Pickett, they didn't score a touchdown with Kenny Pickett. In fact, they only scored 3 with him. Trubisky's the one that actually scored the touchdown late in the third quarter. So, I think it's a little bit of both. The ineptitude of their being able to just even move the ball. I mean, it was, but I do think that the defense, obviously, our defense is solid. They played really well. I mean, they forced 2 turnovers. Again, they have the highest turnover margin in the NFL right now. So they're getting it done defensively. They're honestly not afraid to play anybody either. They brought the physicality in this game, and they made Pittsburgh match them in physicality, and they couldn't do it. So, yeah, I like it.
I'm feeling that. And the thing is, too, with the Jags is that I don't even think that they've even begun to hit their stride on the offensive side of the ball yet. I mean, it just doesn't feel like they're there yet. And to be honest, I'm going to say this, and I might get some flack, and I don't care. I think at this point in time, the Jaguars offense, out of all 3 of our teams, the Jaguars offense has a bigger upside for the remainder of the year, and that includes over Kansas City.
You really just did that?
I sure did, and I believe it with my heart, and I said it with my mouth.
You know why? Because they have a running game. Because we have a running game. We can run the ball.
Yeah, that is kind of a thing in football, and I'm very happy for you. Good job.
Hey, we got Calvin Ridley involved in the game finally. Also, so the more he gets involved, the more electric this offense will get. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see. Come on, playoffs.
Well, and here's another thing too. That's that the reason why I say that is because in the passing game, the Jaguars are not. I mean, the Chiefs have become so reliant on Travis Kelce. I mean, if I were a defensive coordinator, I'm actually thinking about triple teaming Travis Kelce all over the field and making one of those other cats beat him. They can't run the ball, and Travis Kelce can be guarded with 3 people. He's not going to run by you. He just seems to get. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens moving forward. I mean, I promise, because this feels very, very different, and I love it. Okay,
Beautiful. Oh, different. Yes. Worried. No.
yes.
I should be worried.
Yes.
You think this is it?
Yes.
This is going to be it?
I don't know if it's going to be it, but it's something to be concerned about. It is something to be concerned about.
You have to lose. Jeez.
No, you don't have to.
It's football. You're always going to lose.
Oh, look at her trying
Pick
to
yourself up, dust your shoulders off, and go. Let's go again.
All right. So let's talk about a JV team that is the Las Vegas Raiders, and how I don't know if you guys saw the game on Monday night. I really didn't even get mad. I really didn't get mad. I was not mad at all at the fact that Jimmy Garoppolo overthrew Devontae Adams on what would have been a 98-yard touchdown pass, and then another 60-yard touchdown pass, and he actually underthrew him on the pick that he had in the end zone. So at least he evened it out. I mean, he underthrew one and overthrew two. But this is the Jimmy Garoppolo that is the reason why the 49ers didn't beat the Chiefs in Super Bowl, whatever it was, back before the pandemic in 2019. Because when he overthrew Brandon Ayuk streaking down the field, that would have given the 49ers the lead, he overthrew him. And that's the same Jimmy Garoppolo that we saw on Monday night. I mean, Josh Jacobs, yeah, he ran for 60 yards, but it is so much of a struggle. But here's the thing, though. Jimmy Garoppolo had zero completions to any Vegas receiver in the first half. Zero. That was reminiscent of the game they played against the 49ers. Against the Packers, in which they won. But that dude had he threw 9 passes that game. 9. Jimmy Garoppolo has been benched for Aiden O'Connell, the rookie. I've been watching social media all day, in particular Raider Nation. And when I tell you Raider Nation is so happy that McDummy got the McAxe because he got McFired, we are McHappy.
I'm happy for you.
I mean, it's like Happy Meals everywhere. Let's go.
Let's go.
And Antonio Pierce, yo, and I forgot the interim GM's name just that quick. Brian, if you can get it for me, I'd appreciate it. But the interim GM and Antonio Pierce, when I was listening to him in the press conference earlier, I was like, these cats are together. These cats are showing solidarity in lights of which we have not seen since really outside of the Rich Bisaccia year when we went to the playoffs. I haven't seen solidarity like that between a coach and a GM for this team probably since, I don't know, the Super Bowl era. John Gruden, before he went to Tampa.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Champ Kelly, that's your guy.
Yeah, TK.
Yeah.
TK. And from what I hear, he's got a lot of fresh ideas. They've already talked to the team. The team, look, I'm not predicting anything, but the Raiders play the Giants. Let's just go ahead and get to the hashtag look ahead. The Raiders play the Giants on Sunday, and the Giants are possibly going to be on their third quarterback, which means nothing to the Raiders because you just got beat by some dude named Pageant.
Willie, it won't matter.
Pageant.
Willie, it won't matter. You want Daniel Jones to play, to be honest. So it's fine. It won't matter who's playing quarterback.
All right. So, and then that's Antonio Pierce's former team. So he's going to want to let them have it. And just like I was saying earlier about it feeling different for the Chiefs, I got a feeling that it's feeling different for the Raiders. And we're still in this thing realistically, 3-5, We got the Giants at home and then the Jets at home before we play Kansas City or Miami and then Kansas City.
Have you met us?
Not this year.
Yeah.
Willie, you live in Texas, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's legal down there for you to be smoking what you're smoking there. Aiden O'Connell, he's a rookie, and I know you're excited for your new head coach and GM, but I mean, look, it's a total QBR of 31 on the season, and that's not just Jimmy G. That's all of them. That's the worst in the league. In fact, that's the worst since 2008 for you guys.
Dude,
that's a
Jimmy
long time.
Garoppolo threw 10 interceptions in 2 quarters.
That's true. Well,
I mean, come on, give me a break.
How many did Mahomes have again?
Look, I hope that Aiden O'Connell plays well. I do. I really do.
I think it's going to be a look. Look, I don't know what type of offense is going to be run. All I know, the last time I remember a team, I shouldn't say the last time I remember, but one of the more prominent times I remember a team that started 1-7 as Wade Phillips as the head coach, and he got replaced midseason by Jason Garrett. They started off the year 1-7. They finished the year 5-3, and then they went to the playoffs a few times after that. I'm not saying that's what's going on here, but there seems to be a different energy coming from the building.
So you're saying there's a chance?
You know, there was a chance that the Broncos were going to beat the Chiefs last week.
And there was one, yes.
No, we didn't think, because you were saying how they were a JV team. No, I said they were a JV. No, I said the Raiders are a JV team. But you were saying how you were going to beat up some little kids and thought. Yep. You know, all that.
I did all those things. I stand behind them.
So I guess we can use your logic in the fact that there is a chance.
Yeah.
Really, at least you have a good defense, because hopefully whatever offense they decide to run, they just have to give them a chance, right? The defense gives them the chance. They just got to give the defense a chance. The offense does. Like, just do something. You get the ball to Devontae Adams, and you probably score a few. Just get it to him. Like, man.
I think they should do with Devontae Adams with what I did with Jerry Rice in Tecmo Bowl. Put him in running back and just give him the ball.
There you go. Run slants with him all day. Just run Josh Jacobs and run slants with him all day long. Across the middle.
All right. Hashtag look ahead continues. Miami and Kansas City in Germany. Brian, what gives? What's going to happen in this game? What are we thinking? What are we feeling? What are we? Is this going to be a Tyreek Hill revenge game?
He was on a Kansas City radio show and was talking a lot of smack as to the fact that he is determined to dominate his old team. Like, he was talking mad smack at Kansas City. So that's probably going to piss off the defense, but I don't know very many people that can keep up with Tyreek. So he can kind of talk that noise, because I mean, he's hard to stop. And if you stop him, they got Jalen Waddle. He'll take care of business. He's fast too. So I don't know. My opinion is Miami's defense is not good. Kansas City's defense is. I think that even if Kansas City does come out on fire offensively and comes back to life offensively, it's going to be a shootout. But I think Kansas City gets a couple more stops, than Miami would get. So if Kansas City looks like they have, or look like they did against Denver, they're going to get blown out. It's going to be bad. They might get beat by 20, 30. And I hate to say that, but it's –
No, you don't.
Can somebody check his temperature, please? Please.
Yeah, he just got done talking about what was legal and illegal in Texas. It's legal in Oklahoma.
Well, it's definitely legal here.
Mm-hmm. Check his eyes, Teshia. Well, here's my thing, and You said that the Dolphins defense is not good. Well, they have been improving, and they got a dude back by the name of Jalen Ramsey, who by the way, had an interception in their last game. So they're getting better. Tua Tagovailoa is, to me, a top 3 or 4 MVP candidate. And Raheem Mostert, 10 touchdowns rushing. And Tyreek Hill is that dude. But here's the thing. This game is in Germany at 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'm going to be able to see it, number one. Number two, this could be a preview of a future matchup as we get into January. And I want to ask you, Teshia, with all honesty, are you concerned about this particular matchup with the Dolphins, knowing everything that they bring to the table offensively, and the fact that the wide receiver core for the Chiefs is below average? Let's just say what it is.
This was kind of the matchup I was concerned about weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to light a fire under our butts and we will just dominate, or it'll be okay, 3. It'll be really sketchy and we might win, or yeah, you're right, we might lose. I don't know. I would think,
options, right?
What?
Those are the only 2 options, right?
Win or lose?
Yeah. What else is going to happen? They're not going to tie.
No.
Oh, if they tie.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know if we're going to step up enough and, like, actually do it. We'll see. I think we still have it. You said we don't have it. I think we still have it. I think we have the Mahomes magic.
You misquoted me. I did not say you didn't have it. I said it feels different.
It does feel different.
You said it didn't.
No, it does. It does, just a tiny little tiny bit. We'll see. Don't go losing faith.
I think she's nervous, Brian. What you think?
Yeah, I think she's a little bit nervous. I mean, she has a right to be.
I mean, already.
If she was going to play the Giants like your Raiders are, she wouldn't be as nervous. But she's nervous because Miami has that offense that can beat them. So
that they do. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me next week.
They got one of the craziest head coaches. All right, you got to watch out for him.
He is pretty nuts. I do actually kind of love that.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. That is one game that will be fun to wake up in the morning and watch.
Yeah, I actually will be in Houston. So, so the Jaguars have a bye week. They will be playing against the winless and undefeated bye team. They should come out on top in that one. So this is an opportunity for the Jags to get some rest and do all the things that they do on the bye week. Brian, who do they have coming out of their bye week? We don't have to get into it, but just kind of let us know who they got next.
That is a great question that I should have known ahead of time. But
that's okay.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds and I'll get that for you.
I actually have it right here.
There you go.
They will be playing home to the 49ers.
Hey, struggling 49ers right now. I'm excited for that game. That's a measuring stick game right there. I'm ready.
Watch out. It could be your Broncos. Just saying.
No, it can't be his Broncos because the Broncos suck and the 49ers were in the NFC Championship game last year.
Right.
So it can't be that. And besides that, the San Francisco 49ers just traded for Chase Young.
Let's not talk about that.
We literally just won a Super Bowl. Can I remind anybody of that?
Who cares?
Who cares? Okay, fair enough.
We'll talk about that one next week. I don't really feel the need to go into that one because that's going to scare me. Although I will say the 49ers, I hope they win this week because if they lose and they're on a 4-game losing streak, that's not going to be good for us at all. Like I'd prefer them to get off of their losing streak first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with being a little nervous.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm nervous and I'm excited because like you go out and beat the 49ers, you know, they're one of the best teams. I don't care if they've lost 3 straight. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. So you go out and beat them. I know where we are. So
I tell you what, they're gonna come in on a losing streak anyway because the 49ers on the bye week 2. So you still got to deal. You still got to deal with it. All right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least they don't have to travel across the country. Jags are at home, so and it's a 12 o'clock game.
That'll work.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Social media comments. Let's get to them. We got a few of them out there. Herb and Raj. I saw the KC hat, but I figured it was Photoshop. Nah, brother. It's the real thing. It's the real thing. I saw. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I was told last week that the Broncos had no shot whatsoever. Who said that?
I did that.
I think we all did.
Yep. I did that.
We all picked.
Bryan is the greatest.
Appreciate it. Love you, Herb.
I've never seen Willie this happy. There may be some truth in that.
Kind of odd. He's wearing a Kansas City hat and he's happy. That's interesting.
They fired the coach, GM, OC, and told the quarterback to kick rocks. Actually, they told Jimmy G to kick. They didn't tell him to kick rocks. They told him to kick boulders with no shoes on in the sand while it's a hurricane going on. They told him to do all those things, and he did it.
And meanwhile, while doing that, hold the clipboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not sound good. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Bryan said no receivers, not a dig, just come on, man. Look at the group Mahomes is throwing to. They are sad. And they kind of are.
Can the guy not get a night off and have just an off day?
No.
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 Not allowed to have an off. The NFL. They get paid lots and lots of money. They don't get paid for off days.
Mm-hmm. Tell Bryan his interest needs to stay sober until after the show is over. Or his internet.
Yeah. It's
not raining up there, is it?
No. I can't blame it on the weather now. So
okay.
I had to switch. Over to my phone. It was so bad.
Yep.
Teshia didn't say that. She was hacked.
I was totally I did. I am wrong so much, and that's fine. I own up to that shit. Fucking 100. Oh, sorry. I said cuss words. I went up to it 100%.
You got past number 2. Mahomes saw Tony drop 27 passes in week 1 and said, I'm not throwing to anyone but Taylor Swift's boyfriend anymore. Travis Swift.
She did put him on the map.
Teshia is like, when do we stop talking about KC and move on to the next segment?
She did say she was ready for it, though. She came out and said, do your work. So
this is a be careful what you ask for. You're going to get it show. By the way, I'm Bryan's bestie.
Appreciate that. I feel that right here.
Oh my gosh.
Not because
KC loses 2 games and everyone goes crazy. They still have the best odds to win the Super Bowl. I'm not so sure. Not so sure.
I wouldn't even put the best odds on them.
Nope.
Have either one of you been a fan? Yeah.
Fan of what?
Crickets.
Not of Kansas City.
No. Why would we be? We ain't no bandwagoners. All right.
Oh, that was a low blow.
What was? What?
Oh.
Teshia should do a wager with Raj over the game this weekend. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Put it on the poll.
Yeah, put it on a poll.
Mm-hmm.
Champ Kelly, GM. I thought it was
Yeah,
Champ
Champ
Bailey.
Kelly. No, it's Champ Kelly.
No, but he said, oh, he's the cousin of Champ Bailey. I thought you could only be related if you had the same last name, not the same first name.
No.
Okay. Hey, Willie, has a little hope. You need to stop trying to shut it down. Yeah. Leave me alone. I do have a little hope. Fun fact, Bryan has the better 40 time than Tyreek Hill.
Oh, here we go.
Herb,
hey, Herb. I know you guys have seen that guy that runs against Mr. Freeze in the baseball games at the 7th inning or whatever that is, and they give him that huge head start, and Mr. Freeze comes in and beats him. He's all dressed up. I know you've seen that before. If you haven't, you need to go watch it. It's funny. That would be me. I'd have a huge head start thinking I'm going to win, and here comes Hill. Right past me.
I was thinking he has a better time drinking a 40 ounce than Tyreek Hill. Maybe
I don't know about that either. He looks like a partier, so
maybe I'm wrong about that too. All right, Bryan just admitted to smoking during the show. Puff, puff, bass, Bryan. We don't condone alcohol.
No comment.
We don't condone alcohol
on the show. It's a family show.
We don't condone alcohol or drug abuse on this show.
That's right. No comment.
Win, lose, or tie. Over here looking for a fourth option. Yeah.
I'm a win. What's the fourth option? Is it Teshia?
You can't have one. You're going to forfeit?
Yeah. I win.
That's a loss.
I win.
Best odds to win Super Bowl coming from the Bovada Sportsbook, not from you two Yahoos. Okay, Vegas ain't all right all the time. And things happen. All right. Final thoughts. Teshia, go.
Have you met us? Have you seen us? Yeah, we've irritated you before. We're gonna do it again. Let's go. We're irritated. We're mad. We will come back and play football. Like I literally say like the best part of football is getting mad when you lose, because if you don't get mad and do better, then why are you even trying? So
that's not true.
I've
been mad. No. I've been mad for a long time, and there's nothing fun about it.
I meant players.
Oh,
if you don't get mad and then do better, I'm really sorry that your team is your team, and I hope that it works out.
No, I don't want to hear it. Which one of the boys is a Dolphins fan? Herb or Raj?
Raj,
you gotta come on. You gotta come on with us next week, especially if your team beats the Chiefs. You have to. You have to.
Oh, good Lord.
And that's an order. All right.
That's totally an order. Yes.
Go ahead, Bryan.
Man, after our loss that we took, okay, we've now won every game since then. And not only that, but in 4 different states and 2 different continents. So just saying, Super Bowl. We're going to Super Bowl. Calling it. That's my final thought.
My final thought is, don't think we're going to get out of here without trolling OU.
Oh, no! Yeah, go for it.
That's my final thought. You got Oklahoma State in Bedlam this weekend.
Yes, we do.
A team that you guys should handle.
Absolutely.
But it's Bedlam. Throw the records out the book. Another final thought is University of Michigan. If these allegations are true about you sticking somebody on the sideline for Central Michigan or Eastern Michigan or whatever Michigan team it was, you should be tarred and feathered. And I think that this is the final nail in Jim Harbaugh's coffin, and you will see him in the NFL next year. That's my final thought. All right. ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to go. So,
Yo, what's up? This is Tajay of the Mighty Souls of Mischief crew. I'm chilling with my man Festo.
For Teshia.
Plus my man Bo. You know he's dope.
For Bryan.
Right now, you know, we just back to
This is Willie. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all hug each other. Y'all love each other. We'll holler y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.
Right now, yo, we just chill.